here's what is ahead for DHS or Homeland Security nominee for secretary, retired Marine General John Kelly. First of all, sources have reported that the amount of corruption that has gone on where immigration through these Obama executive orders have gone are just beyond outrageous. Illegal aliens from Mexico that come to this country will be located further into the United States and get $20,000 per family, and this is a quote, "Now that's taxpayers' money. This is an executive order by Obama." So what they do, this is part of the game, they break up these families so that the father gets 2 children, 1 child to the mother, and eventually could see the rest of the children come in separately. These individuals coming in from Syria, as an example, are also given about $40,000. And the source reports they have van loads every night from Syria that land at midnight in specific areas around the country, who are then picked up and transported to inner cities to get them ready and prepared. The public is just not told. Inspectors have wanted to object, and they're being told to keep their mouths shut or be fired. And that's just that side. Also awaiting, you have such things as the corruption that has long taken place. You have nepotism and the rotten hiring practices that have taken place. The years of the Peter principle or being somebody's buddy throughout DHS. And that's happened at all agencies inside of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. And this has been reported by whistleblowers to the United States Congress going back to 2004. I mean, it's outrageous what the department has gotten away with for over a decade now. This goes back through the George W. Bush and the current Barack Obama administrations. And then, of course, you have the Trump goal of his wall on the border. Well, let's hope he doesn't bring back the Secure Borders Initiative, because as whistleblowers reported to congressmen, this was the SBI money pit at DHS, which was supposed to coordinate border security efforts. And I'm quoting from my article that I did back in 2014 for the New American, DHS and Congress in collusion for amnesty. The whistleblower elaborated and insisted that employees who sought to maintain accountability, benchmarks, and other measures which would have allowed for SBI to be properly accounted for were replaced with individuals who would not be a thorn on the vine, meaning people who would go along to get along and not question improper practices. SBI had cost overruns, technology didn't work, fencing that wasn't being built, and roads that were not only substandard, but regularly washed out with rainfall. SBI received massive funding from Congress, yet no one apparently thought to have its funding audited, which could easily have been ordered by the chairman of appropriations committees in either the House or Senate, or other oversight committees. Now, also add into that, you have steel and other required elements needed to build every part of this that were not made in the USA, but were brought in from China, Mexico. I mean, you cannot make anything like this up. So let's hope that the Trump administration corrects these problems, uses elements and materials made in the USA, doesn't rely on anything from overseas, declares such things national security purposed, so that they then have immediate access to what is necessary and required to build his intended security wall for the southwestern border of the United States, and this time does get it done. Well, as you see, General Kelly has his work cut out for him, but from what all indications are, he may just be the right man for the job. And if he surrounds himself with people who will go in and clean house, he can get a lot accomplished, because there are a lot of employees who want to see things get done. And as the vote from across the United States proved, many Americans elected Donald Trump to ensure it is done this time.